infinitely more intense than starting over. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, then what you're about to go through might be too much.
What the fuck? I am 100% capable of this. I am not about to let a fucking game beat me. God damn it. You know, I've done this 1,000 times and it always ends up the same way. I always, and I do mean this, always get stuck right here.
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
Fuck you, Bennett Foddy. Don't get me wrong, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy is a fantastical game that truly stands out to me, legitimately, for a number of reasons. The core essence of the game is to make the player experience loss to one degree or another. You are some random guy stuck in a pot with a sledgehammer, and your job is to climb a mountain with nothing but said hammer. The entire point is literally for you to fail, over and over and over again. It wants you to experience that pain of failure and grow accustomed to it, because that's literally the name of the game. Getting over it. Learning to cope with the difficulties of a seemingly impossible scenario, understanding that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and while you might not be able to get over whatever your mountain is right now, you are capable of doing it. It just requires practice, repetition, and an unrealistically large amount of upper body strength and fucking patience. I could sit down and analyze this marvel of modern gaming ingenuity and sheer fucking genius all day long because its intricacies are seemingly endless, but that's not the point of opening some stupid channel update with gameplay from fucking Bennett Foddy. The point here is that there is no better metaphor to describe my channel in its current state than a guy stuck in a pot trying to climb a mountain using nothing but a goddamn sledgehammer. I am all about a good challenge, and I love Destiny, but the repetition of the game has long since worn out its welcome. To put it plainly, the fun factor of producing Destiny videos disappeared a long time ago because of how restricting it is. And as much as I love playing Destiny, the amount of time I have spent working with this game, just throwing myself against a brick wall, offering a blood sacrifice once every 7 days to appease Susan Wojcicki and the YouTube algorithm, that has caused me a lot of unnecessary stress since the channel started gaining real traction, and the drought that my channel has been experiencing is a direct result of that. 98% of this is self-inflicted, and I'm a big enough of a boy to admit that. I'm also a big enough boy to admit when I need a break and when I need help, and those are some of the things that I am going to talk about a little bit. Taking a few steps backward just a bit, I made a community post about a month ago, and I'd like to discuss that a little bit because I promised I would, and even though I'm often late on things like this, I'm not one to backpedal on my word. That being said, allow me to address the elephant that is currently in the room. Destiny content on this channel is going exclusively live. The only exception to this rule is the star of the show, that being Build Talks. Basically, with certain exceptions, there won't be any more quest guides uploaded to the channel. Weapon reviews and such will be done in a much different manner that can be produced exponentially faster. Likely live recorded content with minimal edits here and there, so I'm not spending 99% of my time just preparing to film the goddamn thing like I normally do. When I have a full-fledged episode of Build Talks planned and written, it'll be produced into a normal episode of the show. Same style, same editorial effort, same everything. But the presence of exclusively live content from here on out was not just for show. As a result, there aren't going to be any more video deadlines. The one project per week rule is long since gone because of the amount of work I have to do just to get a simple project up and running in pre-production. It is fucking extreme. Let me just say that. Maybe I can give you guys a bit of context so you can kind of get a sense of what it is that I mean. Creating a new build or modifying an existing build, one that doesn't suck and is actually viable, that can take at least a day or two, mostly because the more builds that I create, the less I have to work with the next project. I can't just film the same video over and over and over again. That is cheap and it's lazy and it's just not my style. Then I gotta write out a script and proof check it. I gotta make sure everything I'm saying is accurate, and there are a staggeringly large amount of unknown or relative variables in Destiny, so writing out a script is a lot more time consuming than it might seem. That process as a whole can take upwards to 4 hours, and recording it usually takes the same amount of time because a lot of lines are changed or modified or just flat out removed and reorganized during the actual recording process. It takes a lot of time and effort. Then I have to gather all of the footage, which usually is the easy part, but even still, that can take upwards of an hour or two. You'd be amazed how much time is wasted when you log in and you log out over and over and over again because you're only grabbing precisely what footage you need for a specific clip. So the general rule of thumb is to just grab as much as you can in one sitting. That way you don't have to do it again. Then I have to import all of that, and then I have to record my script and edit the video footage around it, and that can take anywhere up to another 4 hours. And then I have to capture external assets like the Traveler ambient footage I use for mods and such, or I have to create it like the mod cards and the slots. This takes fucking forever. And then I have to do a proof watch to make sure that it doesn't suck, and then I have to render it down and make a thumbnail and make sure that those don't suck. As you can see, there is, like I said, a staggeringly large amount of work that goes into a single video, and by the end of that process, 4 or sometimes 5 days have already passed. Keep in mind, as of right now, I'm doing all of this by myself. I have zero help. If you know anything about video production, be it cinematic filmography or just running a web series on YouTube, you'll know that you are almost constantly stuck in a perpetual state of behind schedule. And once you fall behind, it is almost impossible to catch back up, especially when you're working alone. Trying to be a father, a fiance, work full-time, and run this channel, producing every single project and every single asset used in every one of those projects, all by myself, all at the same time, that is an insurmountable task, and it's created more stress than I can handle, exacerbating some of the existing health issues that I've already had. In conclusion, the amount of work that I do simply is not healthy, and being confined to a singular game magnifies that issue because it's like being stuck in a box. I don't feel like I'm truly allowed to create and entertain like I love doing, and ultimately, that's why I'm moving to exclusive live content here on this channel. As for scheduling, I will be broadcasting live here on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Mondays and Wednesdays, 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern. On Saturdays, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Typically, I'll be doing trials because for some reason that's just something I've been into lately and I don't know why. In the immediate future, this is how I'm going to address new weapons, new build templates, quests, so on, so forth. Destiny is not going away, not yet at least, but I really need to focus on something new that makes me happy and doesn't stress me the fuck out before I finally snap and fucking hang myself. And yes, before anybody asks, I'll still be active during the Witch Queen. This is the longest season we've ever really had to my knowledge, and if there's ever been a time to take a break from Destiny and play something else that's actually, fun for a little while, this is the time. It's right now. Now, I know that sounds like a lot to take in, and I kind of agree. Rather drastic changes when you think about it. It is. But if you didn't know any better, you might even think that I'm rearranging my schedule to make space for something else. And if that's what you thought, congratulations, because that's exactly what I'm doing. I've mentioned a newer project multiple times over the past year or so, dating all the way back to October of 2020, if I'm not mistaken. This is the new direction that I want to take with my channel. An entirely new project that will, only for a little while longer, remain under wraps. One that will be completely separate from my work with Destiny. This is where most of my efforts are going to be directed, working with 2 different editors to help streamline the massive size and scale of these projects. That's why I got rid of the 7-day deadline rule. I need to be able to work at my own pace without the stress of falling behind a schedule. Because of this, there will only be an upload when I have an upload ready. There won't be any more rushing, and there will be no more falling behind. This new series is entirely unique, focusing on the comedy aspect of the show. It will also launch alongside a patron. Supporters will be able to see new JBTV videos a week early, and they'll also be assigned a unique supporter role in the Discord server. There are a few other very large perks that backers will get, but like I said, I'm going to leave a few things under wraps for a while longer, so we'll put a pin in that one for now. I'm going to work at my own speed with this. If I have something of value ready in 3 days, then that's great. Or if I don't have anything ready for almost 3 weeks, then so be it. Concerning myself with monetization is what started this giant stress snowball to begin with, and if I'm revamping things for the sake of my own fucking sanity, that is the first goddamn thing that is disappearing. This is likely the largest gamble that I have taken with my channel. Doing this could royally fuck up my chances with the algorithm because it recommends and pushes videos from specific channels based on what their upload norm is, or what currently exists on said channel. In essence, when I start uploading things that aren't related to Destiny, there is a 50-50 chance that I could irreparably fuck my channel. I'm fully aware of that, and should it come to that, that is my own goddamn fault, and it is what it is. I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'd much rather be stress-free and enjoy what it is that I spend my time doing instead of hating every waking moment of it. I'm hoping that the community that I've built, almost 10,000 in size at this point, can understand that this is something that I desperately need to do. Not necessarily just because I want to, but because my vision for this channel is exponentially larger than just Destiny. I am capable of so much more. I'm skilled enough to do more, and I have more than enough experience to take what this channel is and rebrand it into something that allows me to really lean into my talents and utilize them to their fullest. I'm in a position now where I can take this gamble and not really have to worry about losing anything. If this channel ever sees 100K, it'll be because I nervously picked up the fucking dice and I rolled a goddamn nat 20. Also, did you guys just see that bullshit on screen? He just took a fucking slug to the head and a knife to the ass and he still survived. What the fuck? Anyway, to anybody who made it this far, all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate you taking a little bit of time out of your day to listen to me talk about this. Outside of the whole loudmouth, profanity-generating persona that everybody is familiar with. Not Jay, but Justin. So, congratulations, you guys know my name now. This is going to be the move that makes this channel grow. Just you wait. Come this time next year, we're going to be having a very different conversation. You'll be hearing from me again real soon, I promise.